Okay, hello everyone. Let me just double check the stream is working fine and we'll get started in the charts. Okay, all should be good. So, today is Monday, the 20th of November. We've been doing these live streams, I just checked, for over a month now. So that's something I'm pretty happy about. I said I was gonna do it, and I did it. And obviously, um, obviously we've not had a huge surge of subscribers and stuff, but it's still better than nothing. I see M Pokey in the chat. Thanks, bro, for saying all good. Yeah, the stream has been working fine pretty much every single time since I switched. But yeah, let's get into the charts. Does my pen work? Yes, it does. So, I've decided to add a bit of structure to the market prep, simply because I realised I was kind of all over the place when I was doing it, and I discussed all the correct ideas, but it wasn't really structured. It was just whatever I thought I wanted to talk about, I talked about. But let's be a bit more disciplined today, and let's respect a certain structure. So we'll start with the daily, of course. Are we in a trend? On the daily, yes, we are. Why am I saying this? We've got a low, a high, a higher low, arguably a high, but higher low, and now a high. However, obviously, we've been trending up this whole time. We still are in an uptrend, but right now, in the last 4 days, 4 days, I should say, we have been consolidating and we have been range bound. So nothing's really happened. We've formed somewhat of a double top, but other than that, really nothing has happened. If we zoom in close into today's candle, we've got an inside candle. So here's the low, here's the high. We are 100% in range of previous day, and we're just 100% in range of yesterday's price action. And we've not made any attempt higher, we've not made any attempt lower. The range is still true, and it doesn't seem like there's really any indication that we're going to break it. Or are we? So what we're seeing here on the 4 hour, again, we'll go down the time frames. There's not a lot, obviously there's this range that we've been in, but other than that, there's not a lot. Today, these are the two candles for today. There's nothing, there's no attempt higher. This candle is arguably bullish, but then, the following one is a doji, nothing's really happened. And that's been the case pretty much all of the end of last week. Is just nothing has happened, nothing has consolidated, no one has made any leeway in the market, and we've been 100% stuck in range. So for today's session, I don't think looking at the hourly for now would be that interesting, especially considering our weekly volume profile is only based on a few hours of the overnight session, so we can't really make any assumptions on the point of control, for example. But the statement that we are in range and in value is true. Here's the value area high of last week. We have made somewhat of a wick attempt higher, but I mean, breaking that with this little wick doesn't really mean anything. You'd be far pressed to say that we've broken above, because this little wick test doesn't really mean anything. So to reiterate, we are 100% in range of the consolidation range we're in, and right now we are 100% inside previous week, value area. So, you could, make the argument, we're in like the upper half of this. You could draw a little support and resistance here, and it would be somewhat true, but the fact is we passed through it so many times, over the past week, that I don't think it's really good. I don't think it's viable. So yeah, we're in the upper 50% of the range, but that's hardly bullish. I mean, technically it is bullish, but in these circumstances, it really doesn't mean a lot at all. One thing I do want to bring up is we do have a double top. So we've got a top here, a top here. Now, obviously, to the tick, they're not the exact same price, but I think they're as close to as makes no difference. If we look on the 4 hour, here we have our double tops. For these double tops to be true, we would have to, or to use the theory we learn about double tops, we'd have to break to the downside. Unfortunately, there's no attempt, there's no momentum, there's no indication that we want to be going to the low of the range. So I found a few interesting things in our 30-minute chart. So obviously we've got all these overlapping value areas. So, it's pretty clear that value area, or the value of the S&P right now, is here, overlapping 4 days in a row where the value area has just been constant. It's been pretty much even. This one, you could say, this one's a bit lower, maybe we were moving down, the value was going down, but then bang, Friday was pretty much identical to Wednesday's. So really, the value area isn't showing us anything. At the moment, we're just stuck in a range, and there's no indication of acceptance of higher pricing or lower pricing. There's no incentive by neither buyers nor sellers to go up or down. So especially on a Monday, Mondays are generally, quite slow positional days. I'm just seeing we've got 4 people in the chat right now, or watching the live stream, so I wanna welcome you all. But yeah, as I was saying, we're in range and value. Nothing's really happening. Obviously, Wednesday, or I should say Friday. So this Friday's overnight session, seemed to break to the upside. We broke Wednesday's high, but again, it didn't materialize. We immediately sold off, so we saw clear indication that we did not accept this higher pricing. And then we entered back into our value areas, and we were range bound all day. We did break Thursday's high, but then we failed to break our overnight high, which is up here, and we've done nothing since. Overnight session, is the same. If we start looking into the numbers, let's be specific. Yeah, we are. Wait, is that correct? No, that's not correct. Yeah, this is it. So this is where we closed. I'd say we're around 70% bullish, but again, we failed to break our daily high. We failed to open out of range. We failed to really show sure, we're a bit bullish, but obviously we are a bit bullish with regards to previous day close. But there's not just the previous day close, there's also the value area, and the value area high, we've maybe spent 10% above that. It's really not a lot, it's nothing. So really, I mean, we'll look at news, but honestly today, I could be completely wrong, and I could be overseeing something, but I know that my technical analysis is correct. in that the market isn't showing us anything. Now, does that mean that market is going to do nothing today? Possibly, from what we're seeing, you'd want to say yes, but who knows what will happen. But the common consensus is that in range, in value, there's nothing for us. Even news wise today, there's not a lot going on. So this is financial juice. Definitely recommend you guys go on this website to get all the information when news releases and stuff. It's quite good. So top of the hour today, we've got US leading exchange change month over month. This is nothing. This honestly is not a lot. It doesn't. I've seen this, and it's like price does not really react. The only thing that may make price react is that it is top of the hour, so 10 a.m. New York. But again, that's like, it's not a lot. And then 4:30 we've got the 3-month and 6-month bill. So we got the bill auction and the bill bid to cover. Again, it's not going to create crazy price action. When that news is coming out, you're not going to see this type of stuff. So honestly, today just seems like a nothing day, a bit like Friday. I know Friday I got smashed. I said I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to take it easy, and then I got impatient. I didn't respect my rules, and I got smashed. So today, if I'm really not saying anything, then I'll respect the rules that I broke on Friday, and I won't get smashed. I'll preserve my capital and start the week strong. Again, we're not seeing anything crazy on the volume or open interest. We're seeing low volume, low open interest. I mean, it's nothing. We've got no earnings coming out. If we look at general news, let's just look through. So US and China dominance in new a la carte world order survey finds. Not really interesting for us. US wholesale prices fell from 0.5% in October, biggest monthly drop since April 2020. So this would be somewhat bearish news. AI is transforming finance operations. Is your company ready? Yada, yada, yada. You see, this is what I'm talking about. There's not a lot in news. There's no releases today. We've got low volume. We're likely going to have low volume today as well. Today's just a nothing day, and obviously I could be wrong and I'll still be scouting for opportunities. But I definitely wouldn't recommend you guys spending more than 2 or 3 hours in front of the charts today, because you're just going to be wasting your time looking for something that isn't there. And if you watch Friday's video, so the 100-day challenge, you'll see that looking for something that isn't there is a big mistake, and you shouldn't waste your time. So that being said, I think we've really discussed everything that there is to discuss, because market really isn't giving us anything crazy. I mean, we can look at the TPOs, for example, but again, it's not. We've got a poor high on yesterday's session that we visited so far in during our overnight session. We've got a few single prints down here, here, poor high here, but again, it's nothing to write home about. And for that reason, I'm going to tell you guys, take it easy today. Protect your capital. Don't take crazy trades. Don't take crazy risk. Win balance. Win range. Don't expect a huge move. And if you want to trade more, I'd definitely suggest maybe joining the afternoon session. So I forget exactly what time UK GMT it starts, but I think it should be around 8 p.m. or something. So I'd recommend maybe doing like maybe 1.5 hours here during the market opens, and then maybe do another hour and a half during the afternoon session. That's what I would recommend, if the morning session doesn't give us anything, just increase your chances of finding an opportunity. But I think that being said, I think we've discussed everything there was to discuss. So I want to thank you all for watching. We had quite a few people in the stream today, which is really nice to see. It's really encouraging. And I hope you all have a good day. You do stuff that makes you happy. You enjoy your day. It's quite nice weather as well today. So go outside, see your friends, do whatever. Get some work done. And if you can take good trades, then all will be good. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the comment section of tonight's video. So have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you then.